Alright, I've never done this on YouTube, so I'm not sure how this is gonna go. But I've been streaming on Twitch for a bit, this particular game, and, it doesn't seem to be going very far. So I figured I'd do it on here and see how that plays out. So this is Pokemon Run and Bun. It is a very difficult game. Possibly the most difficult Pokemon game, depending on who you ask. It's certainly most difficult to Nuzlocke, if you will. We're supposed to have 6 Pokemon by this point, but due to some unfortunate things that happened, I killed the grass type here, so that was an accident. My cat really wanted my attention at the time, so that's kind of how that played out. Anyways, let's move on. So this is going to be the first fight. So for any of you for those of you who haven't heard of this game, it's been out for like 2-3 years now, basically. So I figured if you come across the stream, it's because you probably have. The only way to play it effectively is to basically rely on this thing right here, this calculator. You need a calculator to beat the trainers in this game. It's really difficult to go without it. You basically lose all your mons. I mean, if you're Nuzlocking, right, like as soon as they die, they're dead. That's it. I guess if you were playing this without Nuzlocke rules, you could beat the game, although you would probably lose every fight, or almost every fight. Like it would just be really tough. You would have to and definitely the Elite Four. That's where it gets really crazy. So you need the calculator. You gotta basically plan ahead, sometimes several fights in a row, which sucks, because especially for the viewers, because you're basically watching me just like do math for a little bit, and play with stats and that sort of thing. But it's still a fun game. It's still a fun game because of the whole element of like Nuzlocking, right? Where there's a chance you get a good mon. Sometimes you get really bad mons. You have to come up with like some crazy way to like survive. But anyways, I think that's enough of that. Let's move on. So I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite here, but these first few fights, I don't really need anything. There's no crazy planning for the first few fights. And by the first few fights, I mean like the first 2 or 3, you're fine. But after that, you start to deal with stuff. So we're just gonna move along here. Whew. I think. And we're good. I need to make sure my window's closed, because I'm not sure if it is. Whoops. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so it is. It just happens to be kind of, sometimes I can just hear people outside. I'm like, can they hear me? Probably, maybe. Okay, so yeah, as you saw, that was really, really easy. Really, really simple. So if you thought Aber was useless, look at this. Can't even teach it confusion. That's what we're working with here. Okay, I think we just move along. I should probably try to play some music, because we're gonna be stuck here a while if we do this slowly. But I don't want it to be like just dead silent the whole time, right? It's not very fun. There and on as if on cue, there he is. He, as soon as I start streaming or talking or do anything like that, he has to have my attention. Okay. Hi. Nope, 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 nope. See, this is why that grass type died. He wanted my attention, and he got it, and unfortunately, a Badoo had to die for it. Okay, I'm gonna put you down. There you go. Okay. No, 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 don't. Okay. Okay. I have to be careful it doesn't step on my keyboard because it will reset the game. There's like a button you can press, and it just resets everything. And we're early enough that that's not a big deal, but I don't know how bad. I have okay mons right now. I could have really bad mons later, so the second time around. Do I get a flinch? No, I do not. It would be a kind of busted mechanic if whenever you crit, you get the secondary effect on that move. Let's... Okay, here's where it starts to get a little interesting. In the next fight, there's a Swirlix and a Spinda. And they both know Metronome. And something I forgot to mention is, whenever you fight Pokemon from another trainer, they usually have perfect IVs, while your Pokemon have IVs like this. It's not terrible, but it's, you know, it's not great. See, like, this is kind of what you would want on your Pokemon, right? That's perfect IVs. But no, generally we're getting shit like that. So, you can imagine how difficult it is to fight other trainers. Luckily, there's no EVs, so you don't have to worry about training. You don't have to worry about like fighting certain Pokemon. You just level up, and move on. Don't worry about it. But you will be fighting from behind. Like, you're just always like behind. You're never strong enough. You're never fast enough. It's tons of fun. Okay, there's a berry juice. Ouch. Wait, I'm actually trolling? I can just do this. Since I know, since I have Normalize on Delcatty. Ouch. You're lame. Okay, here's where it gets really fucked up. Horn Leech. Okay, I'm hoping for a sing. Thank you. Now we hit him with the fake wake up slap. Nice. See, that's why Delcatty's really strong early on. Very cool. That fight, I promise you, is a lot harder than I made it look. Usually, I end up having to use Turtwig, and that's only because Turtwig has shell armor. I can't catch this, unfortunately. I already caught an Abra. Okay, let's go to the next person. Cool. I'm sorry, it's a little jarring to hear. Okay, but this is such a long little like. Okay, Wally, we get it. You're bad. Okay. Ugh, yikes. Okay, there we go. But yeah, basically, since you're always behind, you have to find, like, perfect Pokemon. Like, Pokemon that are so fast or so strong that even with, like, crap IVs, you can outspeed or outhit whatever else is in front of you. In this case, Delcatty's that, but for speed. Now, I do think we're outsped in the next fight. Oh, or maybe not. Maybe we're lucky. We outspeed for a turn. There's a Yanma. And it's fast only for a turn. Okay, now we're gonna catch... We're gonna try to catch a Krogunk. Or actually, you know what? Let's see what else we got. Let's, you know... I like Krogunk generally, but I'm gonna try my luck with something else this time around. More likely than not, it's gonna be a Shellis or a Krogunk. Something like that. Oh, a Surskit. Okay. Unfortunately, there's this thing called Dupe's Claws. I can't catch duplicates, so we're gonna move on. Okay, it's a Lotad. Well, that's fine. I'm surprised I never turned Delcatty into a fairy type. You know, that normal to fairy type pipeline's pretty crazy. Usually just anything pink or cute that was a normal type just becomes a fairy type. Okay, so we officially have a 6th Pokemon. And it was a grass type, so we got a little lucky. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that's where it is. I forgot. See, I made that mistake because generally, that's my 7th, not my 6th. Okay, but yeah, this definitely makes up for our missing grass type. The idea is that you want to get a... By the start of the game, you get a... your starter, a water type, a grass type, a fire type, a flying type, although sometimes it's a psychic type. They give you those to deal with Brawly, who is the first gym leader in this romhack. And a normal type. Those are the 6 types you generally get. It could sometimes be a dark type as well. And here, in this little patch of grass, you get bug types. We're lucky it's a wheel. We're so fucking lucky. Okay. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with gas. The reason you want a Weedle is you want to get a Beedrill later down the line. You get a Mega Beedrill. But Beedrill's just good. Overall, bug types are just really crazy good. in what's supposed to be like one of the hardest versions of Pokemon. A type that's generally not very helpful, often overlooked, often full of weaknesses, is incredibly strong in this game. Okay. We could try something. That should work. It's called the hairy bug Pokemon, but I don't see any hair on it. So we're just gonna call it hairless. Okay, so the nice thing about Weedle, and really all the bug types in that patch of grass, except for like a couple. There's a couple poison types you can get, like, but if you're lucky, you get like just stereotypical bug type, which is like a Weedle, right? Where it evolves into its like cocoon form, and then evolves into its like, you know, it goes into that from that larva to that cocoon to that like butterfly stage, or the adult stage. I don't know what you would call that. So if you're lucky, you get that, because you get the high stats right off the bat. Goated. String shot. Bug bite, poison sting, string shot, twin needle. You know what? I don't think we need string shot. I also don't like moves that are just status effects and have like anything less than 100% accuracy. Okay, ooh, okay, it's sniper. It has good attack IVs and good speed IVs, which is what we care about. The nature is kind of weird, but it's better than having like negative speed or negative attack on Beedrill, that is. So then we're gonna move on. We don't need Fred for a while, actually. Fred's kind of useless. Until we beat the first boss, which is a Team Aqua Grunt at the end of this route. Or at the end of this, like, road, I guess, here. Then we can level up to 17, and then we get some of our first, like, evolutions. It activates some Pokemon that are otherwise kind of useless. Okay. We are going to need some Oran Berries, though. Because the really nasty thing about this next fight is the Yanma knows Sonic Boom. And nobody here has more than like 40 HP. So that's like instant kill. That's fine though. That just means that like an Oran Berry is like a quarter of their HP, which is helpful in this situation. Okay, again, so we're gonna go to the calculator. This is the first fight where you really need to pay attention, because things can go horribly wrong as soon as you hit the Clobbopus and the Yanma. The Clobbopus has this really nasty strategy of binding and then rock smashing, and it just keeps rock smashing and lowering your defense. And then there you go. You lost your first Pokemon. Like, you won't lose the game here, but you can lose a couple Pokemon if you're not paying attention. Like, this is a place where you start to see things die if you're not careful. So we gotta update our calculator actually. Alright, so we can go Bug Bite into the... Maybe we can just do like... a Twin Needle. Take some damage, use the Bug Bite, heal back up that damage. Bam, it's dead, it's gone. Then we're likely going to deal with a Yanma. Alternatively... we could put it to sleep. But then we'd have to deal with the Clobbopus pretty early on. Could try to aim for a sleep here as well with Sing. Yeah, the safer choice here is to just go Beedrill. You don't have to worry about Clobbopus as much. Although it'll probably whip out the Yanma first. Something I'm gonna try though is maybe put it to sleep. And that could work. So again, we're at a Twin Needle. Ooh, I did not know that's possible with Twin Needle. That's fine. Oh shit, okay, I didn't mean to trigger the Oran Berry. That's fine. Yeah, in that case, the the poison was a bad RNG for us. Because I wanted to eat her Oranberry. You know. Okay. Okay, there's the Yanma. I think we go. Let's try the Delcatty first. There's a Sonic Boom. Here's the really gross part. It's gonna get a speed boost. Now, if we get lucky, we get a Sing off. Actually, no, we can Fake Out. Bam. It might not even be necessary to wake up Slap, but so I'm just gonna. But I'm gonna Sing. I'm gonna Sing just in case. Oof. Okay, then we gotta swap. It's gonna look scary, but we just kill it with Ember. Or Flame Wheel, technically. That was... I got lucky there. I had a... that was a little bad. Okay. Okay. See, here's the really annoying thing. That's why I really like Turtwig to this fight. Turtwigs in this game get shell armor, which is essential because crit chance is increased to like it's increased to 1 out of 16 instead of I think what's supposed to be 1 out of 24. This really sucks. Okay. It's always really scary fighting that thing. Just because once you're in, like you're stuck. It's gonna bind you and go for the rock smash. Okay. The next set of mons is it's these 2 Magikarps that you fight. And one of them is a choice banded Magikarp that knows bounce. But it has this ridiculous speed stat that you normally can't outspeed. But in our case, we have a Delcatty who can. So we're very, very lucky here. So what we're going to try to do is maybe try to get a Sing off. Okay, that's free. We can try to go for another Sing. It's not a great, you don't really have great chances for it. Okay, we can just do like a double wake up slap. That's fine too. I promise the first Magikarp is a lot more annoying than this Delcatty made it seem. It's really fast and it uses bounce, so you miss your first hit, then it dodges, right? Because of the bounce. Or you don't get your first hit, then it bounces, so you miss your hit. And it comes down first, right? So the second time around you can hit it, but right after you take the bounce, in which case you can get paralyzed, and it's just really annoying. Now, this is my favorite part from the early game. The first, or I guess the technically the early game is all of like Brawly, Roxanne, and I think Wattson for most people. Maybe after Shell you hit like you finish the early game. Shell being like this rival that you fight. It feels that way to me. That's where I lost. That's where I had to reset just now. So I'm still a little mad about that. But the game gets significantly harder when you hit. You know, everything else before that feels like the starting area. Like you're just learning the game. Oh wait, fuck! I actually messed this up. Okay, actually, okay. The reason I was saying this is my favorite part of the starting area is it's one of the first truly annoying strategies. Like the other fights we had, there was like a strategy to it, right? There was interesting items and stuff. But this is like a whole team. This whole team's gimmick is to use attract and paralyze you. So if you don't get paralyzed, you get stuck with attract, and it's really annoying. So I can show you really quick here. So see, one of the first things I have is a goddamn Minchino, with Cute Charm, which isn't, you know, the ideal Minchino ability, but within the context of this team, it's not fun at all. We could start Beedrill here. Or we could use Beedrill into the Jigglypuff with the poisons thing. I don't really think it matters much, but it's worth considering. I'm not going to get to eat the Oranberry, but I'm going to refuse it from Minchino. But there you go, there's the Thunder Wave. There it is. Okay, we got lucky this time, because usually what happens is if you dodge the Thunder Wave and you get... you activate Q-Charm. Which is not fun at all. Okay, there's the Jigglypuff. Or they just force it. They just use attract, then you're screwed anyways. Try one more time. Yay. It's not fun at all. It's okay. There's always a backup plan. In this case, Delcatty. We're gonna go for a fake out. Hopefully, that doesn't trigger Cute Charm. And then we're gonna go for a Sing. We got so lucky there. Heck yeah. In that case, we can just go Wake Up Slap. Starting Delcatty, I feel like, makes the early stuff so easy. Okay. Okay, that's really lucky. Ouch. Dude, Delcatty's on it. Delcatty's focused. Nice, okay. This is going pretty smooth, I'd say. Now, here comes the really tricky part. We have to fight Carvana. Again, this is why we need the Beedrill. Really, any bug flying type is just gonna be really strong here. Well, I think it's a bug poison. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It just obliterates. It's Beedrill's a fast Pokemon. And we need it to fight the Carvana. So the Carvana dies automatically. The next thing to come out is probably going to be Execute. Again, because Beedrill's fast. Like, I promise these fights are a lot harder than they seem. I just have a really good Pokemon right now. This is very difficult. If you don't have a Beedrill, you're kind of screwed. Basically. Unless you get one of the other bug types. But yeah, we're going to use Beedrill here. They might come out with Krogunk. That's a possibility. But the way the AI works in this game, it's generally going to go with the thing that does the most damage. And Krogunk just doesn't kill Beedrill, basically. But we have to be careful with this Krogunk. We don't want it to, we don't want to trigger its Salic Berry. Because of this, it'll just belch, and then you're dead. So I'm gonna hope that the Krogunk doesn't come out right away. We might need a Chesto Berry, which we can get from this lady. And that's because the... Well, I thought the Execute knew Spore. I guess it doesn't. Okay. Here goes nothing. I don't want to trigger the rough skin, so I might just go Twin Needle here. Or I hope I don't. We can Bug Bite. It's fine. Yeah, we can Bug Bite. If I'm gonna take damage anyways. That sucks. I guess rough skin hits you afterwards. Or not. Okay. Oh, no, there it is. Spoke too soon. I'm hoping for an execute. That's fine too. It's gonna fake out. That's fine. It actually does like really little damage. I might just be an asshole and go for Fury Attack. I think we go with Bug Bite here. Pretty sure. Yeah. No way this... no way this Beedrill comes out healthy from this. Wait, check this out, check this out. That's stupid. This fight's... It's never this easy, but it's Beedrill, whatever. That's why this Pokemon's coveted. It's helpful in the early game, it's helpful later on when you get Mega Beedrill. It's just helpful overall. Okay, very cool. Now we get to catch ourselves a flying type. I mean a fighting type. But before we do that, we need to... We should probably level up. Pluck's pretty good. I don't know if I like it more than Bug Bite. Do like it more than Fury Attack though. We don't need Bubble. We're gonna keep Bite. We need that for later. And I'm down with the Grottle. Very cool. Here's where it gets really tricky. This might bite me in the butt later, but let's hope we don't need that. It's just better Flame Wheel. Oh, you know what? That's tricky. At this point, Wake Up Slap is just better Double Slap. Straight up. Because you're doing, let's see, 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. So you do... you get 5 less... I mean, I guess you have more opportunities to crit with Double Slap. You also have more opportunities to do less damage. So, I think we go Charm here. Like, Wake Up Slap, it's already normal salve because we normalize, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, we're gonna try to keep this Lombre alive. Okay, that's just better Astonish. Nice, you're a Pokemon now. You actually do something now. All it has is it's at the max level that I can put it at right now, and it knows confusion. That's about it. But it's incredibly fast. So we'll take the wins where we can get them. It is also unfortunately really weak to defense. I mean, really weak to physical attacks, and it knows inner focus, which is kind of ass. But whatever. It's ass on Kadabra. It's really good on fighting types. Whatever though. Let's... I don't think... I don't think Beedrill, like, takes any damage from fighting types, but just in case. Come on, give me Tyrogue. Maybe my Repellent's on. It wasn't on? Okay, interesting. Ooh, a Mienfoo. I'm getting all kinds of weird things this run. Okay, I'm a little scared to do this, but we're gonna go for it. Okay, it's not terrible. Gonna give it the fancy Jock instead of Jack. Bro, you're in my way. Okay, we're lucky we don't get a Remoraid. Ooh, horsey. can catch Pokemon in one last spot. It's right here. Ooh, a Spheal. Okay, those were pretty lucky catches. In the sense that nobody died, nobody got hurt. I didn't waste a lot of Pokeballs, and the Pokemon, they're seemingly pretty good. Apparently pretty good. I don't see... We're gonna find out based on their stats if they're actually good, but... At a first glance, these are pretty good. Okay, see, Inner Focus on Mienfoo. That's perfectly fine. It's an interesting nature. It's not bad. I mean, it's... As long as it doesn't affect my speed or my attack, I'm good. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is... We do want our special attack. Okay, but it is Sniper. Which is maybe useful. And then that's kind of a bad ability on Spheal. What are the IVs? They're fine. Oh, that's pretty good actually. Actually, no. It has like no attack IVs. If the special attack IV was moved to the attack IV, like just swap them, I think we'd be good, but... Okay. Okay, we're gonna level them up here. Ooh, it finally learns Pin Missile. Okay. That's just better Twin Needle. Very nice. Okay, I'm gonna speed this up a little just because it's gonna take a minute. Cool. I don't know if this evolves into a Seadra. I feel like it does. No, it doesn't. Not yet. Not yet. Ice Ball. We're better off just keeping Rollout. Charm is just better Growl. And then Brine is just better Water Gun. Technically, no. Actually, no, yeah, it is. It is. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Alright. Now this next fight. Don't know if I'm gonna struggle much with it. Ditto? Ditto. I just realized someone said ditto. They're gone now though. It's fine. Okay. So we got two options. Either we could, because I do want to end the stream a little earlier today. I guess we could just fight the next guy. So let me show you what we're up against here. It is a What are you doing, sir? What are you... Are you up to criminal activities? Here, this... Okay, there you go. I see you. My cat's like trying to jump on my keyboard here. Okay, so for the star U, let's how cooked am I if I use hi. Hi. We could start... Probably Delcatty's fine. I just gotta go grab it. Here, let me let me bribe my cat really quick. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna bribe him really quick because the only issue is if he jumps on the keyboard, he clicks on a save file and it just resets the whole game. So we're screwed. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's just like hanging out. You are very cute, sir. But very naughty. Okay. I'll be right back. Oh, shit. Okay. Please don't start following me around now. Oh, it's gonna start following me around, isn't it? Okay. Just shot cat hair everywhere. Okay. Now we're good. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, let's move on. He's busy with some food now. This is probably one of the few fights where we get to use Kadabra, so I'm going to use Kadabra. After that, we can use Beedrill, which is cool. And then we can use Lombre, which is also cool. Wow, really? Okay. That's funny. Thank you, Fred. You've been in that box for a while, so I was hoping you'd do something. Okay, there's the Lombre. I think we use this guy. Oh, ouch. That's okay. Then we Bug Bite. Now we Lombre. It's gonna use this crazy flying gem peck, or not. That works too. Wow, it still doesn't. Well, the flying gem peck doesn't really hurt. Surprisingly, it does like negligent damage. Cool. Alright, moving on. We're gonna fight a kind of hard trainer next. This guy. Ruin Maniac Georgie. I just realized I forgot to pick up a heart scale. Earlier, I was supposed to pick up a heart scale. It's fine. It's okay. Okay, so for Rune Maniac Georgie, I don't know if I can use my current team. Maybe. No, we gotta grab the horsey first. So we're gonna grab the horsey. Otherwise, this guy's gonna set up his sticky web on with level 1. It's gonna be really annoying. The annoying thing about Rune Maniac Georgie, though, is there's a Munchlax that you fight, and it uses, it's called Belly Drum, but then and that's fine, but it has a Salic Berry, which makes the Munchlax faster, and then in conjunction with the Sticky Web, it makes you slow, it fast, and it basically sweeps your whole team. So it's not a fun time if you get caught in that. So we're going to try to avoid that as much as possible. Okay. So I'm gonna assume the Munchlax get the Salic Berry off. I could get rid of it with Beedrill. But I'd have to swap in time, and it's a little tricky. I could fake out. Oh, there we go. Okay, we just used the Mianfu. Okay, so we got really lucky here. Even though Munchlax is going to be a little bit faster after the Salic Berry, it's not going to be fast enough to deal with Mianfu. Now for the Mawile, what do we use against you? Could bring Growlithe. Probably Growlithe. Makes it a little easier. I don't think we need Delcatty here. Cool. So it's either Sandygast or Munchlax. Okay, it's a Munchlax. Okay, so here's what we do. We go Jock. It's gonna suck. It's okay. It's okay. Let me go fake out. Then we go Rock Smash. It's just too slow. Without the sticky web, he's just too slow. Okay, we got the Sandygast. Wow, he's like a perfect counter to Mianfu. I actually can't hurt him. That's okay. We just go Lombre. That's really cringe. Nice. Very nice. I like that. Okay. Now we just Growlithe. And we're fine. It's a lot of damage. I think we Fire Fang. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Nope, we do Fire Fang. It just doesn't kill Mawile. Cool. Okay, I'm really sorry about that. Okay, let's move on. don't know if I want to catch a Mon here right away. So I'm going to activate my repellent. Okay. I think it gives you flash. Yeah. Okay, thank you, sir. I will definitely use it sometime. Okay, we're gonna try to go a little faster here. Okay. Cool. Now, I'll actually... I'm thinking about catching something here. Here's what you can catch, though, out of curiosity. We're here, Steven's room, so we could get a Gligar. It does pass, a Magnemite, a Baltoy, a Meditite. Or we could go back a cave and go for an Ice type. I definitely don't want a Q-Fint. That's the issue. Definitely don't want a Q-Fint. So I can either get a higher chance for a Phanpy, which is fine, or risk a Q-Fint for a Togedemaru. Or I could just wait till later, get Static, and then get the Togedemaru. That would work too. You know what? I want to try for a Gligar. Fuck it. There's other chances to get Togedemaru. This isn't the only place. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, who do I have? Okay, we're gonna use you instead. What is it? A fucking Drowsy. Okay. That's fine. I've never caught... I'm getting like so many new Pokemon this run. I've attempted like 18 different times. Sniper Beedrill. Okay. Well, that's that. That's Granite Cave. That's how the cookie crumbles, I guess. Okay. Let's move on then. Right. And none of you saw that, actually. I just realized. Okay, that would have been really embarrassing. Well, it was embarrassing either way, but whatever. None of you saw that. Confirmed. Anyways, we do have to fight a Smoochum. Okay, see, Beedrill, you can kill that. If you want to kill something, kill that. Then there's an Elekid. Which... we're probably better off going Delcatty for that. Okay. Actually, I think I do need the Horsey. I'm gonna need it for the Magby. Yeah. We'll beat this person, catch a Pokemon, and I think, and then I think we're gonna stop. I think we're gonna end for the night. Pick up some soft sand right here. Let's see what we catch first. Ooh, a Krabby. Okay. By the way, Krabby's really good because you get shell armor at some point. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. There's a high chance it's a shell armor Krabby, which is what I'm really looking for here. Nice. That's what I should have done with the Drowsy. Just keep throwing balls at it. Eventually you'll catch it. What should I call it? This feels like a stereotypical pet ant name if it was very normal to have pet ants. I know people have ant farms, but like a singular pet ant, I think, you know, pinchers, you know, it's like calling a cat Mittens. That's what I'm thinking of right now. Okay. We'll beat this person, then we'll go back to the Pokemon Center and check out what the Krabby has in store for us. Okay, for Smoochum, I think we use... literally anything. We'll just kill it. So Bug Bite. Okay, we got a Magby. I'm actually gonna swap here. It's gonna incinerate my Horsey's Oranberry. It's kind of a waste I gave it to it, but it's fine. Ouch. Oh, that's nasty. Come on. Okay. Wow, really? As soon as I swap? Like, it has a chance to pick a weaker move, but it always happens to be the one that, like... is the most convenient. Okay, well let's... What should I do here? What happens if I get crit here? I probably die. So we're gonna swap. Bye-bye. Aw, rats, we got the sheer force crappy. Okay. Alright. Should have gone bubble beam on it. That's my bad. I should have checked before I started giving it moves. It's not as good, but whatever. Alright, we're going to stop here. We're going to pause. And I will continue this tomorrow. I'm normally stream like 4 to 5 hours, but today I got really busy with a lot of other stuff. So I'm going to keep it right here. I'm pretty confident we can get past Brawly. I've done it twice now, and I think you get better at it the more times you do it. So I think we're gonna stop for here, right? Like we're gonna stop here for now. Okay. All right. So let's pause the timer. Actually, fuck. Where is it? There we go. Bam. Okay, we're good. Okay. All right. Well, I will see you around, and I don't know when. I don't really know when I'll stream next time, but I'm pretty sure sometime after. Let's say 3 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. That's the time. That's the time we'll aim for, and maybe look out for a video. I might make a video. You know, something a little more like edited as opposed to just a stream, right? But yeah, let's end it there. Okay.